This is Ryan with MMA Viking here with Reza Madadi. Yeah. That's okay. We have a good new mic now.
Perfect.
When we first met, we didn't even have a mic, you know?
You see, the time changed.
Yeah, we're big time, and you're looking to get back in the big time. Yeah. Actually, Reza, today is April 14th.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago, huh? Or
3 years ago, since the first
UFC fight.
UFC in Sweden, your debut. I want to ask you about that fight. It was, I think, one of the craziest weigh-ins ever. You brought the house down, you with the Swedish flag and coming in for all the locals, and then the Cuban contingent coming in. Talk about the build-up to your UFC debut. What was that like?
You know, I dreamed long time to come to UFC and make my debut. And it was awesome to make it in your own hometown. First time in Sweden and do your debut. It was great, it was awesome time. I remember I had a Cuban flag underwear, and the Cuban guy was totally crazy.
He wasn't happy with that.
No. And actually, I mean, I didn't because to make him angry. I just did it because he was from Cuba, and I put the Cuban flag, underwear. But you know, it's the part of the game. To make each other sad, unhappy, trash talking, yeah.
I remember you were doing so much media for that fight, and then I watched that fight again, Reza, and you're known for your cardio, but you gas in the first round.
No, I didn't gas. Honestly, I didn't absolutely not gas, and it was one of the biggest mistake I did in my fight life. If you watch all my fights, when I enter the cage, I'm so focused. I think about my fight, and I walk to the cage and take care of the business. But this time, if you see, I'm so happy. It's like I'm walk to the nightclub. I dancing for the crowd and make a crazy stuff. I listen to the music, jumping. I wasn't focused on the fight, you know. I was too happy. I lose my concentration, and it's what's happening. I came, the guys continue to attack, and he just shocked me. And yeah. But like I say, it's one part of the game. You get punched. You know, that shows, I don't want to say I'm the real fighter, but that's one part of the game. A lot of fighters, when you see, when they hit, when they have the fight, they're so good. Nobody can take them. But after 2-3 punches, they give up, you know. But if you see a lot of my fights, people, they are so close to knock me out, they hit me, and I still coming back. And is how I fighting. The important is to never give up.
Rich Clemente, Michael Johnson, both of those fights you were on the canvas for a little bit and ended up getting your hand raised. I think the most time you could just be watching a regular UFC and you hear Reza Madadi because you were the last man to beat Michael Johnson. He's getting very close to a title shot. When you hear that name, you hear your name on national broadcast. Does that hurt you? Does that make you miss that you're not in there? Or does that just give you drive to kind of see if you can get back in there?
Honestly, I say everything is happened is the reason behind this. Whatever is it. And I swear to God, I'm so happy for this kid, Michael Johnson. He grew up with it without his father. We have a little bit same situation. And I'm so happy for him to see him there. And if it's something is mean it for me, he's want to come. The God gonna send it to me. I believe to God's power. I believe to God, and everything is happen of the reason again and again. I say, and of course I'd be so disappointed on myself. because it's nobody else run that's happened to me. I'm disappointed on myself because I put myself to that position, to guilty or not guilty, with the evidence or not evidence. I still put myself to that position to all that shit happened to me. So, but I still say if it means it's my destiny to come back to UFC or continue fighting, it's gonna, sooner or later it's gonna happen. So.
I know there's, the last time you were rumored to be on a card, I mean, you were actually booked for a Superior Challenge card, and then I think you hurt your knee or your hip. Do you think that might be a logical first step promotion, or do you still have hopes out that maybe you could go right back into the UFC?
You see, I still say, now I said and now I say again. Now when I think about it, that injury I get 2-3 weeks before my fight, I said, oh my God. It was the reason behind it, because I was in very good shape, but my focus, my brain wasn't there. Because you need to be 100% focused, concentrated on your fight if you want to win or you want to do the good fight. And I'm happy that fight was canceled, and I hope I can go directly back to UFC. Otherwise, I love to fight, and doesn't matter which organization. Even if I need to fight in the pub in around the corner, I want to do it because I love to fighting and that feeling, you know. So let's see what's happening.
Yeah, and it seems like training here, you're like the target. These young guys, when I sit down, I watch practice, they want, today I want Reza. Yeah. Today's the day I'm going to beat Reza. I'm going to tap Reza today. How does that make you feel just coming back in every day? These guys, if they tap you out, you hear about it the next day. If they take you down, they hear about it during practice. What does that do for you? Is that fun? Does that keep you up at night? Does that make you train outside?
You know, I submit one of the guys, I don't want to say his name here, and he don't want to tap. So he slept. I choke him out, and after 1 minute he wake up like this. And day after, when I came to the club, I bring the pillow with me. I said, brother, next time you want to tap and you want to sleep, here is a pillow for you. And the guys, they came crazy. And I'm the reason why they chase me, they after me. Because I all the time I send them message, I mess around with them. And when I lift them up, they're Mad Dogs Airlines in the way, blah, blah, blah. Ladies and gentlemen, sit fast, your seat belt, blah, but you know, that kind of bullshit. So, for me, one of the biggest passion in my life is here, to come here. It's like my second home. And brother, we need to be honest to each other. You cannot keep going and fighting all your life. You need to leave the space for a younger generation. I'm 36 years, and maybe I'm gonna fight until I'm 40, I don't know. But of course they wanna make me tap, of course they wanna chase me, because I have been pain in the ass for those guys. And it makes me happy. They come here every day, they do the best. So just part of the game.
I want to ask you about one rumor that was circulating for the, I guess the second to last UFC in Sweden back in October. There were rumors that maybe you were going to come back and sneak in and coach. Is there any truth to that? Did that come close to happening, or was that just kind of words that were out there?
When
Backstrom fought?
Yeah, that's true. I want to be his corner, but UFC didn't allow me to be the part of his game. Sorry. Baba, I take to be the part of his corner because they said, and I understand them, I was still under
like house arrest or
house
something.
arrest and that kind of shit. And
okay, so you went through the official channels and you asked, so it wasn't okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially, you know, that kind of stuff give me so much motivation again. You know, someday they need you, they put you in the car in here in Stockholm because they know you bring the people. And I remember my last fight in the UFC against Mr. Johnson. One of the UFC's boss, they came to me and said, "Hey Reza, we want you to make a nose upstairs in the way in." And I said, "Believe me, don't worry. You don't need to tell me." You know? And someday they don't even let you go inside there. The life is so complicated. I mean, what I say, someday they want you, someday they don't let you inside. But that's part of the life. So just work harder to come back.
Great. Reza, well, thanks for your time. It's good to see you training. We're going to put in some footage and show that it doesn't look like you've lost a step since you stepped out of the Octagon. And I guess whatever the future holds for you, we look forward to what it is and look forward to you doing your thing.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be here and nice to talk to you. And yeah, it's always like I say, kärlek och respect. Even you hate me or love me.